So in this video we're gonna do an entire suspension. The upper arms, the lower arms, tie rod ends, and I'm gonna change the spindle to one with a 3-inch lift. And we're gonna change the shocks as well. In another video I'll do the rear shocks, the 3-inch block, and the U-bolts. So the jack is under the passenger seat. Use the crowbar end, pop the cap up gently, and put it away. Loosen the lug nuts, and then you'll lift it and then take them off. So I just got a cup so I could put my lug nuts in there. Now I'm just putting the tire under the car for safety. Keep an eye on the jacks, make sure they're in good places. I actually moved this smaller jack stand behind the jack, and I put a bigger jack stand where that jack stand is, so I just to be more safe. And I used the jack to support it as well, and I had the tire. Right now I'm PB blasting all the bolts so it's easier to take it out. I've been doing it actually for days on this side. Now I'm just taking off the caliper. So this little one's a 13mm, and there's another one right there. Those come out pretty easily. And then the bracket one is an 18mm, and there's the top one, and there's one below right there. Those are tougher to take out. So let's get started. The first bolts. Yeah, PB Blaster, that's gonna be your friend. Right there, I already needed it to get those bolts off. Keep them in a cup so you don't lose them. And grab something to put this caliper on. It's heavy. Be careful of the hose. Now, you don't even have to do this if you're not changing the spindle, but I'm adding a 3-inch lift, so I gotta take this rotor off because I'm gonna use it. It's got the cotter pin, my favorite. I'm being sarcastic. But they're better than stuck bolts. Sometimes they are so easy, sometimes they're so tough. I think this one's an easy one. Thought it was. Bam. I like to keep this stuff in order so it's easier to put back in. And it's obviously super greasy, so I'm still trying to stay somewhat clean. There's the sprocket. I don't know if it's called a sprocket. It looks like a sprocket. I think it's a sprocket. And then I got this big old 1 1/16 nut. And that usually is tied snug, so it's not too bad to take out. Marty Lucy. I hate grease, apparently. You can see it in my face. It's on my face. Let's see what's next. A washer. It's not perfect either circuit. It's got flat top and bottom. I mean, it could just be stuck to the bearing. You could just pull the rotor out, let it fall out. But there it is. And then the bearing. Let me know how often you're supposed to change that bearing. Man. Especially when you drop it every time. And this thing's heavy. Or a glove. And then make sure you clean your rotors with brake cleaner. Let's see. Where are we at? The shield. I think that's a 9mm. There's a tie rod end. There's a cotter pin here. Uh-huh. 7/8. Well, you know what they say. Hammer here. Damn, that's not supposed to do that. I think this has a cotter pin. It's pretty loose. Whoa. Don't hit my hand. Okay, good. Boom. So that's the top one. That's the right one. Now we gotta unscrew that bolt. Is it the same? Oh, you're right. Did you really get it? Yeah. What is this? 3 7/8. Another 7/8. That one's bad. I'm not a specialist by any means. But this looks good. Why did I get a new one? That one looks sick. You can always, but they say the hammer right here. Well, let's just get the bottom anyways. So another cotter pin. You got this. It's the easy stuff. Alright, turn the spindle. Oh, bam. And this is the bottom one. This nut is 15/16. Alright, here we go. Camera's in my way. Hopefully the spindle's not too heavy. So, I guess I wanted to drop, but still. I'm removing the top bolt on the spindle. I had left it there so it wouldn't have dropped. Is it stuck on the bottom? Yeah. A lot of people have a cable that gets detached behind here. It's probably like, it's your ABS sensor, wheel sensor, or brake sensor. And you can unhook it here and then you can see the plug-in, unplug it maybe here. We gotta mark those brackets. On mine it was just a hole. I didn't need to mark it, but I was told to mark it. So at this point I just wanted to make sure it went back exactly where I took it off from. But mine was just a hole. There was no way it could move. So it matches up. But just to be safe, I just mark it. Exactly. And do the same on the other side. I'm gonna remove the upper arms now. They're marked. That was easy. The upper arm bolt and nut are 13/16. Look at this. Oh, that one's all wiggly. This one's like coming apart. Oh my god, can you see that? I mean, look at this. There's my suspension. This one's better, way better. Remember, the bolt goes out that way, and this one goes this way. This one I didn't really have that much room. Luckily I didn't have to unbolt this because it's out of turn. Well, so far I haven't. I used the stick to get extra leverage. Oh, now it's turning. So I'm not getting lucky anymore. Let's see if I can fit this in here. Oh, maybe. Oh, I gotta use two hands. So for that I had to use a wrench. I use this Cobra or any wrench. And this side's way easier. And then don't forget to leave your bolts there so you don't lose them. It's a good place to keep them while you're working. Oh yeah, there's a bracket, don't forget. Okay, bracket. More glasses, safety glasses. It's dusty and dirty. Oh, there's the bracket, there's the bolt, and here's the arm. I'm just putting the bolt and the bracket back the way it came out so I don't forget which way everything goes in. I don't know, man. They told me to mark the bracket, but can't really go anywhere else. Whatever, lift up or arm. Next, we're gonna remove the sway bar, nut, bushing, this metal piece, bushing, and nut. Let's see how squished it is. It's not very much squished either. 16 millimeter. I don't have it completely on the socket, just on the tip, so I can make it long enough. It seems to be working. There it goes. Bolt and bushing. Bushing, metal bushing in the middle. And then, I don't know. Another bushing, another bolt. I'm just gonna put it back together. I guess I'll take the shock out next. If I jack this while I'm taking those screws out. But I can loosen this. Cool. Sway bar's gone. Here's the top of the shock. Oh, perfect fit. Not like I did the other side like this. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Especially if that turns. Some locking clips. So now to take off the shock. There's two bolts at the bottom and this stupid bolt. Oops. What I do is put a Loctite on that bolt and then unscrew this. But I don't want to unscrew all of that, so I'm just cutting it. I'm sure you have a better way to cut it. I don't know, you can hammer it off. Hell yeah, I can do anything. Oh. Oh man. I put the jack under the lower arm, but I left the bushing to put the lower arm on the spindle, just kind of on the edge, and left me a room to unscrew the shock bolts that are at the bottom. It's like a big washer grommet socket. If I take this off, well, and then I have two bolts under here. Hopefully it doesn't come smacking. There it is. So it fell out down there. I think I'm gonna raise this to slide that out. There's two holes, and it's the far one. Now I'll keep it with the shock bolts. Jack it up. And get the shock out. What, are you stuck or something? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Little victories. Little victories. Okay, now let's slowly drop this. Okay, well, some people put spring compressors, then they could get it down. But I'm just gonna loosen the back ones. This is just resting, and maybe if I could loosen those, the lower arm will go down easier, and then this will just pop out. But I don't want to just do it while I'm unscrewing it, so I just wanted to hold it while I get it loosened. So there's the bottom. Okay, so it does have a little groove. Let's see. Oh, see, it's fine. Okay, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I'm just pushing down here with my weight, holding it with my elbow, and there it is. Okay. Hold it. Oh! Oh, it did spring up. Wow. I don't know if that was dangerous or what. But there's the spring. I just take these off. Call it a night. Assemble tomorrow. I'm gonna go put the jack back to support everything. The lower arms. This arm's easy. It's just a wrench and a socket. But this one, I use vice grips and a socket, and seems to do the trick. Final bolt. The right one is a 13th 16th, and I think that's a 13th 16th too. More arm bolt. Here it comes. Man, get your arm off. I marked the top so it's easier to count, and I'll know where the top is, but you have to count how many times you unscrew this. It's very important. So you put the new one in that many times to get as close to the alignment as possible. So I'll mess with the paint. Let's try lefty loosey. Okay. Now we gotta count. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here we go. 1, 2, 30. And then just lock this up. Oh, I gotta check the torque on this. Can I torque it anyways? Alright, there we go. A new tie rod in. Here's the other one. It's pretty stiff. I don't know, maybe not. It's just stuck. And the new one. Freshy. Moog. It did have a new bolt. Oh well. Whoa. Watch your eye on this thing. I'm putting on the Zerk fitting. Just make the nut flush with the top. I like it to be flush. That looks good. So I marked this one as well, so it's easy to count. One, 4, 6, 7, 8, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. Putting the new nut on. Got it. I got it. Oh shit. Oh. 25, 26, 27. I guess let's get this guy off. Just going like this. Never give up. It broke pretty easy for me. I think it's just 13, 16. I thought that was gonna be easier. Well, I guess you're supposed to hit it here. Yes, let the struggle continue. I heated it and hammered it. I wish I filmed it. It was such a nice victory. This one's on top, right here. And it's kind of hard to get started. I don't know, just give it a little tap. Oh, I don't want it to be that tight anyways. I think that's it. Mounted. It's kind of dark in there, huh? I used the tire to help me hold the lower arm that's under the truck. Ow! I'm testing it because I want it to be somewhat stiff so I can move it up and down, but I don't want it to be too tight where it's stuck. Cool. I don't know why these come like this. It doesn't fit the nut. So I'm gonna just turn them a little. Oh, seems better. Well, if I put this. I'm hand tightening the bottom bolts of the shock. putting the jack under the lower arm again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm jacking it up just a little and making sure the shot doesn't get stuck on the struts because it tends to do that. I'm going to cut the wire with wire cutters and hopefully it just shoots up into the hole. I'm going to guide it obviously.
Hell yeah. Can't believe something worked out. Grommet. Washer. Nut.
Don't forget to get the loose wire out that was holding the shock. Now I'm just tightening the bottom bolts of the shock.
Don't forget to move this cover. When I'm tightening those screws under the shock, there's one, there's the other.
Woohoo, I'm putting the sticker on. One strut at a time. So we use the jack to get the shocks on and the struts. So make sure you don't just like drop the jack, you know, that stuff would fall. But right now we got the nuts. So the bottom nut is torque 22 to 30. So let's go do that. All right, let's go torque this to 28. I'm gonna drop the jack, see what happens. Slowly. Let's get this out. Might forget. Now I'm putting on the tie rod ends that we had put together.
Oh, there we go. Seven eighths. Get used to those big sockets. Make sure you got those. Bracket is in there. Okay, whatever. Let's get this side. Yep, lines up on its own. Not sure why you gotta mark it. Oh, there it is. Pop it in. Ah, there's no play. I don't know. Let's try 7/8. And yep, 7/8 here too. We'll torque it later. Let's go. I don't know. Yeah. Bam. Guess I'll have to jack it. This sooner. I don't like this. I'm jacking it so it lines up better. My plan is to put everything on pretty tight and then torque everything at once. Boom. Alright. Sway bar. Can I? I don't know why I didn't put this on. Just trying to get the right angle. Whoa.
not to forget the cotter pins. Everywhere. Alright, let's just do this sway bar. Ma'am, oh here. I'm gonna just get all these ready. Kind of satisfying. I don't know. Looks like it's one short, but this is a nut and a washer. Bottom. Top. Oh, here we go. So next, I'll take one of these, and I'll go like this, and this will go like this, and this will go like this, in the middle section. Everything's hand tight, so now I'm gonna charge my phone and torque all these and give you all the torque settings. Okay, I did 70. I went probably more 80. Probably went more on that 80. There's 70 torque. I put the pin, the cotter pin on this one too. And then this one I did 140. This one I did 110. With the cotter pins on both. 110, 110. This one I'll probably screw in some more. Yeah, let's do that. Which one am I missing? Those I'll do at the end. They're gonna be 150 or 148. Oh yeah, this one's 21. Top and bottom. Let's go get the rotor. I put the rotor on. Now I'm cleaning the bearing a little, putting it in pointy side first. Then goes this washer. Then the nut, 1 1/16. Oh! Let me back it up. Ow. And then go tight again. And then back it up. And you just want it snug. And then contraption. And then the favorite. Okay, now we gotta fill it with wheel grease, high temperature disc brake.
wheel bearing grease. I'm gonna pack as much as I can in there. I'm gonna get a glove.
Now I'm putting the caliper bracket on.
The bracket on with 2 bolts, one there and one here.
I'm putting caliper grease on the ends of the brake pads. I'm just gonna slide them in. There's brackets on the caliper bracket, like these metal clips. I also put some on the caliper, not the side where the rubber is, where the arms are. I'm just trying to line it up for the bolt. The bracket bolts are 136 pounds and the little ones are 25.
Alright, I'm gonna